people that I typically am working with right now, it can be some of the guys that are smaller, maybe under $1 million. But honestly, I funnel a lot of those people. It's like, go to Dave Sullivan, man. He's a great resource for guys like that, where it's like, if you're not doing $1 million, go talk to Dave because he'll get you to $1 million with his processes, the basic stuff. And so a lot of the guys I'm working with, they're either kind of a few $1 million, or they're like, all right, I need to get a little more efficient. Help me, optimize this a little better. Or they're the people that are looking to the kind of the solo entrepreneur where they're already doing a million, a little bit more, and like, how do I scale this just to keep me in a sweet spot range? Help me just optimize that business. So I've worked with some $10 million guys too that are also like, man, we need more of this process. And so it's like, let's build some sell sheets and teach your team to sell a little bit differently. So the processes that I put into our business, I mean, if we want the sizzle reel, we sold over 200 roofs. We did $4 million, and I was the only outside salesperson. And the way we did that, and it's not just me, it was me, my wife, and my sister-in-laws, and the VAs that we had, but like our process kicked ass, and we couldn't have sold a few thousand roofs in the past 7 years, and 40 years running now, but like we couldn't have done that without that process. And so if you're somebody that's like, my guys are running 2 appointments a week or 2 appointments a day, it's like, all right, I was running 6 a day because I could convey that same value in that same sales pitch and be more effective. And with all the money that's coming into our industry, if we are not driving to have an organization where you're getting more sales more quickly, the big money that's coming into it is going to have a longer runway than us to figure out ways to do that. And the route that it's all going to go, it's never going to be a fully virtual sales process, but we need to do as much as we can to digitize and make our processes more virtual, because when we do that, it takes off the overhead hours that we as the business owners have to pay somebody in our business to accomplish those tasks. And so softwares, automations, virtual assistants, there's all three really prongs to this, where if you're trying to do more with less, there's different approaches that are kind of meet everybody. And so call me. Discovery calls are free. If you want to sit down and have 30 minutes, let's chat. And it's something where if I can't help you, I'm going to steer you to the right person. So I always tell, it's like the wheel of my logo is like, I'm the little hub. If I'm not the guy in the middle, I'm going to send you in the right person to help, paint that color in your business, and then come back and we'll see what you need at the next step. So
Love that. Love that. I think your website looks great. I was looking at it the other day. I think you did a great job. I didn't realize you built that yourself.
yeah, so I was like, oh, this will take me a month. And it's like, whew, just getting almost done. So yeah,
Just say,
that's,
or a lot.
I'm not doing websites for people. That's definitely not going to happen. I will look at your website though. This is a service I've been helping people with. Is like, let's just refresh your messaging. Let me do a video. I'll give you a review. Like, here's what you need to change because of that ideal customer is part of your blueprint. Like, let's start with that as part of this and then go from there. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's run through those books one more time. I want to make sure I have them in the notes here
yep,
for people. Design Your Life was the first
yep.
one.
Yeah, Designing Your
Um,
Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. So Blue Book, and it also comes with a little journal where you can like do the work, book activities. Um, One Page Marketing Plan by Alan Dibb.
okay.
Marketing Made Simple by Donald Miller. That's the story brand. And then Fix This
Donald Miller.
Next by Mike McAllowitz. This is a good place to start because he's got like 5 other books. The Fix This Next
Mike.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my.
and
Mike.
Profit
Doesn't he do
first.
like? Is that Get
He's profit
Different
first.
guy? Oh, Profit
Yeah.
Profit.
First. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, he's get different too.
Oh, he'd also Profit
Yeah.
First, Get Different.
He's got
Yeah.
5 books at
All-In,
least.
Pumpkin Plan, Clockwork. So Pumpkin Plan's a good one too for guys like, that was another one. Look at the Pumpkin Plan. Read his audio, listen to his audio books. They're easy. It's like if you can spend 8 hours on a Sunday watching 2 football games, you can listen to an audiobook in 7 hours and pick up so much more. Like you got time in your week to listen to these things. And then
Yep.
the last one's the 4 Hour Work Week. If you've never read that book, it's a little dated at this point.
Yeah.
That's kind of start there,
Good
because like
though.
if you don't think about your schedule and your life in that terms of like, what can I get off my plate to find those other things, like that's another good place to start, but it's a little older at this point now.
Still a gem, and I think the biggest concept from that book, and I read that years ago,
Yeah, it was
was
like 15 years ago.
it's like you probably don't to create the lifestyle you want, you probably don't need as much as you think you need.
Yep.
And it's all about architecting the lifestyle that you want and working kind of working back from that and build a business that gives you that lifestyle.
Yep.
So, well,
Yeah, if you got
great.
children or hobbies that you'd rather be doing instead of working, talk to me. Because like that's what I want to help you get your work week back so that you can find days in your work week so that your weekends are spent with your families and things that you want to be doing instead of spending hours on work. Like that's what I want to help people do.
I
Absolutely.
agree. I agree.
All right. Well,
Thanks, guys.
thank
Chris,
you
thanks
for
for
coming
coming.
on, Chris. Yeah,
Thanks for
no,
having
this
me.
has been fun. This has been fun. And thank you for being such a supporter of Proline over the
Yep.
years. And we'll look forward to continuing to work with you and your clients in the future.
Sounds
So,
good, man.
all
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Thanks for joining, everybody. And we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.